Hey everyone, I'm Andy Jenks with Henrico County Public Schools, and welcome to the first in a series of videos that are designed to help families and students be ready for the first day of predominantly virtual learning, which is Tuesday, September 8th. Now, this video and the ones that come after it are really meant for families and students who are trying to figure some new things out for the very first time. On the surface, when you put everything out there in front of you, it can look awfully intimidating at first, but we hope if you give us just a few minutes of your time, we're going to walk you through exactly what you need to do, why you want to do these things, and I think you'll find out that by the time we're done, it's fairly simple and worth the time and effort. On the other side of this library is John Gregory. He's with our Teaching, Learning, and Innovation team. John, first of all, welcome to the video. Appreciate your time today. And let's start first with what families are going to see. There's a link to a virtual learning web page that's embedded in the YouTube post or our Facebook post or in folks' email. When they click on that page, they're going to see something that's on your screen, and walk us through what that page is all about.
That's right, Andy. Thanks, first of all, for giving us some time to share the resources that we have made available for our students and families and even community members. So we're going to jump right into that page that you described. It's going to be linked from the county site, and it'll also be directly linked to this video. And we're taking a look at it here on my screen. This is our Henrico Learner profile page, but we're really using it right now to provide information and resources to our students, families, and community members. So right here, when you get to the site, you're going to land on a page that has that Mission Forward logo, and it's going to allow you to choose your role. We're going to focus today on our students, as those are the materials that we have the most up to date, and as a family member or provider, you can reference these to help your student get started. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the student's role. We're going to again see that Mission Forward logo. And down here it talks about our students and this analogy to sort of set the stage for virtual learning. Here you see, you typically travel to school in a bus or in a car. Well, we're going to be using the HCPS device as that vehicle to get to your virtual school building. When we go to walk the halls, people need to know who we are. So we have an application called Clever that's a single sign-on that allows students to sign on one time using their HCPS username and password, and that gives them access to all the learning tools that they're going to need for at-home learning. Then we have Schoology. Schoology is that virtual equivalent to our actual school building and the classrooms that our students would walk in and out of. Well, when you walk in the classroom, you need to have class with your teachers and your classmates, and that's where Microsoft Teams comes in. When we're in class, we're going to be doing active learning, and to be able to actively learn, we need to create and do, and that's why we have G Suite or Google Apps for Education. Students will be able to use docs, spreadsheets, presentations, and drawings in Google Apps. So that's our virtual paper and pencil for online learning. And then finally, whenever we do any learning, we need to get feedback to know where we are and where we're heading, and PowerSchool is that gradebook of record for our students. We're going to talk about all of these a little bit more in depth, and you'll see on this webpage, beyond that analogy, if we scroll down, we have support materials for each of these elements in that same analogy so that everyone understands what piece is where and where it fits into that typical online home learning school day.
So the link to get to this virtual learning page is embedded in the post for this video in several different places. We're going to spend time in the next series of videos on each one individually, so stay tuned for the next video in this series. We've seen what these tools are. We're about to get to know them coming up next.